Thank you for joining us for this very, very special episode of the New Life Podcast. Of course, I'm Big E, your host. I got my sidekick with me, Miss T. She hit every step of the way. But we also got a very, very new and special guest for y'all. Nobody thought this would happen. And they say this would hell would freeze over. But goddamn it,
over too.
Hell is frozen. So we got the one and only, the only one, the first son of a son of a gun, the head honcho, the oldest in charge, Big Champ in the building. To the New Life Podcast, everybody. Everybody get a round of applause. Big Champ is here. You too, Chloe. That's right, baby. You got to be here too. Champ here, you got to be here too, Chloe.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
so
right.
Here we go. What's up, big bro? What's going on, man?
Ain't nothing happening. What's going on with you, man?
Man, good to see you, man. Surviving, man. Just surviving,
right.
man. This the second year, about the second and the day of my second anniversary of my surgery today. And God just fixed it so that you here with us today, bro. I'm still here. You still here. We kicking. And we just living this thing called life, brother. What's going on with you, man? Glad you could be here with us, man.
No, I just came down and see you and holler at the rest of the family.
That's what's up.
It's been a while since I've been here, so.
Welcome back to Georgia, man.
Yeah.
And we're gonna kick it over to Miss Tyra, let her have some questions, because she got some things she want to ask, because she's so interested in knowing what it is, where I get my intestinal fortitude from, who I am, what makes me. And it starts from this guy right here, man. So, it starts from Pops, from everything, but then, after that, it starts from him. So, there you go, Tyra, take it over.
Champ, we've heard so many great things about you. So, a lot of times, Mr. Janu tells a story about how he got started in his career and how he got started just on the field. Can you share that with us a little bit?
Oh, yeah. One day he was just playing around. And I asked my coach one day, I said, Coach Welch, put him in the game. He said, you think he ready? I said, he ought to be ready. So we put him in the game. About the third down, Eric was hit and he was knocked out. He had dirt in his hair, he had dirt in his eyes, you had to give him smelling salt. But after that, he picked up. He did good. I guess he only had to get knocked out one time to find out how to get it.
That ain't what happened, man. Let me tell y'all what really, really happened. That's a little bit how it happened. Yeah. Let me tell y'all what really freaking happened, man. That ain't what happened, man. What happened was, it was the night before the scrimmage. He was excited. My first scrimmage at Phillips Junior High School. So he kept us around. He came home. He said, I said, man, Champ, man, I'm playing, man, tomorrow, man. He said, man, you playing? I said, yeah, I'm playing, which I didn't think I was playing because we had so many good upperclassmen like Jabbar, we had Big Goodwin, we had Sean Harris, we had
Byron was there too.
Yeah, Big Dust, rest in peace, man. That was Jabbar's brother. That was my first offensive line coach. That was my first coach, man. Period. Big Dust, Jabbar Jaloup's brother, big brother, and Jabbar was our quarterback at Phillips Junior High, man. And I'm telling him, man, I said, Champ, you come and watch me play, man. You come and watch me get down, man.
Yeah.
He said, yeah. He said, man, who you playing? You getting in? I said, yeah, I'm getting in. He said, who coaching you? I said, Coach Welch. He said, what? He said, man, Coach Welch, my buddy, man. He said, that's my buddy. So I'm like, yeah, right. I'm blowing him off. But in the meanwhile, I didn't know he really talked to my coach. So we get there. He's like, yeah, I'm going to come. I said, you coming? Yeah, I'm going to come. So we get on the field. So we scrimmaging. Carter G. Wilson, I'll never forget this, man. And Carter G. Wilson was known for cheaters, man. They had a lot of cheaters.
Older kids.
Older kids. They had a lot of boys that were like men. Like we were like 13, 14. They were like 18,
like 17, 18.
17, 18, 19 years old. Getting off old men, man. I'll never forget, man. They had this big old guy, man. Big ass beard, grown full beard, with one gold tooth in his mouth. And that ain't the thing. So we here playing. So the scrimmage is going on. We getting whipped. They tearing us up. Bop, bop, boom, boom, boom. They get off the bus. They scrimmage us at Phillips Junior High. So I'm just looking. So it's the third quarter. We getting beat up pretty good. So I'm in that uniform, clean as the board help. I'm clean.
Oh, yeah, then I asked Coach put you in.
I looked up. He wasn't there. So I feel safe at this time. So I'm showing up. I said, well, I'm going to go throw some dirt on my uniform to look like I played, right? To make it look like I played. So time winding down. So fourth quarter came, right? So I'm like, yeah, I'm coasting free, but our other guy getting their butt tore up. They getting their ass handed to them. Them boys putting it on, right? So I look up, and here come Champ strutting on the field. And I feel the field is over 100 something yards. It's like 2 football fields into one. I look up, and here comes damn Champ strutting on the field, like strutting. So he's strutting, I'm looking at him, and I'm like, what Champ doing out here? So he looking. So I see him go talk to my coach. And then I look at my partner who I was on the sideline with. I said, man, I know this Negro ain't telling coach put me in this game, man. These niggas killing these people out here. I said, man, what this dude want me to go to the hospital? I said, damn, this nigga don't love me. I said, he want me to get killed out here? So I'm standing up there nervous. I'm trying to hide. Coach turned around and looked at me at the Champ talked to him. He said, Janu, come and get in the game. So I said, me, coach, I didn't even know what my helmet was. I had to look for my helmet. I'm running around.
He was nervous.
I'm talking to the cheerleaders, the girls out there talking. I'm the big man. I'm looking at
trying to stall.
I'm stunting for the girls. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm the football player. I got my helmet right there. So clean, white, I'll never forget. All white, clean as clean. I go into the game. Coach said, Janu, come on. I said, you sure, coach? I said, me? He said, yeah, you.
He didn't want to go.
You know what you do out here beside him, and he ain't playing. I said, okay. So I get my helmet. I look for my helmet. I pick my helmet up. I run in the game. I'll never forget it. I was playing center. I'll never forget it. So I got down. The dude said, and the dude was breathing heavy. He had snot coming in. His breath was stinking. He was stinking like, he's an old man. Like, he looked like a man. I'm going to say old man, but he was a dang on grown man. He was like, ugh. And I'm like, what the hell is this nigga? I say, damn, Champ. And he said, ready, hut. And when he said ready, hut, I snapped the football. This dude hit me so hard up underneath my chin. And I flew back. I'll never forget. I flew back in the air. I was skating. I thought I was on skates. So I was going back. And I hit that ground so hard to the back. And I think the back knocked me out. I don't think he knocked me out. I think the ground knocked me out. How high I went. And he hit me, it was like some stuff in the movie. When you go up off the thing and you fall back and you hit back, boom, boom, boom. So I laying down. And I was just out. I just seen black stars and stuff in the thing. And then they put the smelling sauce in my nose? They put the smelling sauce in my nose. I was out there like, you know, get around. Like, I would say, nigga, if something is wrong, I'ma stay act like it is. I ain't get back in there with this sucker. Shit, I said, that's a big ass man. He hit me with a big forearm and I flipped like that. I said, no, indeed.
Yeah, but after that, you was tough after that.
I ain't take no more blows.
Yeah, you was tough.
It.
You was
that
tough
was the beginning of the end. Yeah, so that's why, like, if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have went to college. I wouldn't have went to St. Aug. I wouldn't have went to, Kansas. I wouldn't have went to Illinois. I wouldn't have went to, make All-American. I wouldn't have did nothing if it wasn't for him. You know what I'm saying? For him telling me or putting that in me. You know what I'm saying? To take that step to go ahead and
didn't you have Randy and Sidney?
Man, all of us is on the team together. They were cracking all of them. Randy was the wing back.
Yeah.
Sidney played tight end.
Yeah.
Corey got some of that medicine too. Remember Corey had the tugs that wouldn't. He had the old baseball tugs on. Remember he had the old man tugs on.
And people were laughing at him.
They were laughing at him. He was falling off him and stuff like that. But all of Randy was getting tore up too. He might talk about he was playing. They were tearing that butt up too. Him and Sidney. They were cracking.
But y'all always did have a good hard time with Woodson though.
Woodson. But we ended up during the year though. We ended up beating them though. During that year, we ended up beating them and we came back. But that was I had a smelling sauce in my ear. In my nose. They put 2 of them in my nose. Champ talk about move out the way, move out the way. That's all I heard. Champ talk. Move out the way. Let him breathe. He all right. He all right.
He was all right after that. He didn't want to go back in the game.
I said, man, you crazy.
Champ, what made you think that he was ready? Like, why did you tell the coach to come out there?
Because he didn't need the experience. You were just hanging around, sitting on the bench, flirting with the cheerleaders and all that. And he think I was coming, so I popped up on him. And see, I played for the same coach.
He did.
And that's how I got a chance to get him in.
And he was one of the coach's star players, but I didn't know it. I didn't know none of that. Everything, that's what I'm saying. My path was already laid when I got there. The schools we went to was already, they already went there before. They traveled the area. They traveled the path before us. It was already laid out.
And
so I never had no problems, no matter where I went. Now, when I went to St. Aug, that was my own. that was my own route because none of us never been there. None of us ever experienced that. They went to John McDonald and Kennedy, John F. Kennedy. So I was the only one that went to St. Aug. So that was the experience for me in itself.
So, Champ, how does it feel being the oldest, being the trailblazer?
Oh, it's tough. You
Man,
can't make no
yeah,
mistakes.
yeah.
You can't make mistakes. You know.
And the mistakes they did make I learned from them. So
Yeah.
like I mean that was a good thing. He used to always tell it. People said like I respect my brothers, all my brothers because I learned from all of them. Something is something that I took from each and every one of them.
Yeah,
Like
and put
wherever
it
I
together.
go, and just put it together and made it my own. You know what I'm saying? And people ask me, I'm proud of my brothers. I'm proud of all my siblings. To be honest with
But
you.
we was all raised together, you know, all in
Yeah.
one house, one room.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of 10 kids in one bedroom apartment.
Yeah. Yeah. 1 bedroom apartments. We had 4 in the projects. We had 4 bedrooms.
Then turned to 4.
Yeah, and then my dad got us out of there. He got us out of there, bought his grandfather house, and
And we been moving ever since.
yeah, we went straight after that. I left for college out that house. I graduated out on duplexes. My dad bought my grandfather's house. We moved in there. We was in junior when I was in junior high. We moved in there, and then when I left to go to school, yeah, he was in there. I finished
I
up.
think I was still in the Navy. I just got out the Navy or something. I forgot how it went.
I was a kid when you got the Navy, champ. I was
Yeah.
little. I was 2, 3, 4, something like that.
Damn.
Yeah, I was little when you came. I remember shit. Champ was a
That was
rebel
over
when you
40
came
years
home.
old. That was over 40 years ago.
Yeah, man. I'm turning the big 50 next 2 months. I'll be 50 in 2 months, man.
Champ, what is something that you want, that you would like for your all of your siblings? Because you're the oldest, what is that one lesson that you wish you could teach all of your siblings?
Honesty. I wish I could teach them honesty. That's what they put it on in one nutshell. Teach them to be honest. That's it.
Why?
Yeah, because nowadays, it ain't too much honesty in it. You know, everybody for themselves, you know. I just don't understand it, but I guess that's the way the world run, you know. I don't know.
Yeah, but that's what's so crazy about it too, because we wasn't
Raised like that.
If anything, we was anti-world. Like
Right.
we was like anything that was going on in the world, that didn't concern us. We had a, you know what I'm saying? We had an agenda. It was, this what you gonna do, this how you gonna do it, and this how you gonna get to do
That's
it.
right. Stick
You
to
know
the
what I'm
plan.
saying? Yeah, it was always a plan. It was always a plan. Always. It was always. That's why I said when going to school, when you traveling, you going to school. We used to be so close to where if I didn't have a raincoat, or if I didn't have a raincoat or something like that's why I was telling you, was laughing. We always had perfect attendance, rain, snow, sleet, or shine,
Yeah,
and
that's
we
right.
always caught the city buses to school. That's why I used to be on Elijah so tough about his attendance, and I told him that was acceptable. That was unacceptable.
We used to catch a public bus every day.
Every day. I say you got a
Going
bus.
and coming.
He'll tell you. I said, listen, man, I'm not getting out of my bed if you're late. If you're late, I'm not getting out of my bed to take you to school. When you got access, you can walk out the door and walk to the end of the driveway and catch a bus. I said, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
And it's been times when he walked to school. He'll tell you. It's been times when he was like, well, Dad, nope, I'm not taking you. You can go and walk, get your ride, whatever. Because, no, we didn't do that. My dad didn't do it for us. My mom didn't do it for us. So that's the way I try to raise them.
She started teaching us how to catch the bus during the summer.
Yep.
So when school started, we already knew. We had gone so many times, did it so many times, so we just knew exactly what to do. We knew the bus drivers and everything.
Yep.
So,
my uncle was a bus driver.
we knew all the bus drivers on the route and everything. So.
Yeah. So my mom, man, and that's why I guess where the toughness comes in. There, man. She put it in this too, man. My dad, like I was telling people in the earlier podcast episodes and stuff like that. My dad was a man's man. He wasn't no.
No, ain't no bullshit and none of that. You didn't play that.
I keep telling him, Dad wasn't like that.
All he did was work and golf.
That's it. That's it. And what he said went.
Yeah,
And there was no in between with him. It was none of that.
None of that.
Left or right,
His way
up
to
or down,
his way to the highway.
black or white. That's it with him. He was straight cookie cut. He wasn't no cookie cut. He was
He was straight.
straight to the point.
Straight.
That's how he was.
He didn't play that.
So yeah.
Well, today marks actually your 2-year cancer-free anniversary. This is actually the day that you had surgery.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Sharaf.
Dr.
Long day.
Sharaf.
That was a long day.
Dr. Shirai.
Now, Champ, So of course you came down. I bet you didn't even realize like this is his cancerversary.
No,
The
no.
day that he the day
Uh-uh.
that he had his surgery.
I just had a feeling to come down there. Something wanted me, I just had to know that I needed to be down there. I didn't know why.
And what's so crazy is, man, the same Dr. Sharaf is the same surgeon that had Rick. You was down here for Rick surgery,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And
Yeah.
then we went when he transferred to New Orleans. I stayed there with him for a long time too when he was out there in Kenner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
He
the
stayed
same,
there about 6 months.
the one who did Ricky's surgery is 21-hour surgery. The man who
Yeah.
did his surgery was the same man who did my 8.5 hour surgery. Did my 8.5 hour surgery. And he didn't even know me and Ricky was brothers. He didn't even know. He just seen the last name. He kept looking because he did my port when we first came in.
Yeah, yeah.
He put my port in. You know what I'm saying? And he kept looking at the last name and he didn't say nothing. He kept looking at me like, he kept looking. And I told her, I said, why are you looking at me like that? I said, did you notice how you looking at me? And she said, yeah. But it just so happened he was on my tumor board. He was on my tumor board as well, and I didn't even know it. You know what I'm saying? So I said, God ordained everything for a certain reason. And then I was going to go in to get, after my second chemo treatment, and I learned out I had stage 4. I didn't even know I had stage 4. And I learned that, and I had to ask her what was stage 4 and stuff like that. I didn't even know none of that
you
stuff.
didn't have
You
a
know
clue.
what I'm saying? So I called Ricky because we was gonna go to Houston and get a second opinion because they were saying I only had 4 months to live. So I called Ricky and asked him to get a second opinion. I said, "Hey Rick, man, I said I'm going to MD Anderson. I said I'm going to MD Anderson in Houston." And he said, "Man, you ain't got time for that." He said, "Go to Dr. Sharaf. That's who did my surgery." And I said, "Dr. Sharaf." So I ended up calling him, but he was already familiar with me when I got there.
Yeah,
But
he
he didn't
already.
know. So when I went and he asked me, he said, "How did you come to see me?" I said, "Well, my brother said, 'What's up?' He told me to tell you what's up." He said, "Who's your brother?" I said, "Gregory." Rick. He said, "Rick." He said, "Gregory." He said, "Oh man, how's he doing?" Because Ricky always send him ties every Christmas. He'll send him a tie for Christmas for saying, so him and Ricky still kept that relationship over all these years. So man, champ, man, that man did everything in his power, bro. He said he told me it was me and Lexi. Lexi took me this time because Tyra I forgot what it was you had to do. It was just some time. That's the only appointment I think she ever missed with me going to that, and that was for the second opinion. And I think you had something real important to do. And Lexi went with me, and Lexi, he told me, he said, "Listen, Eric," he said, "Your cancer," he said, "you got such a big cancer." He said, "You got, not only do you got a 10 centimeter mass on your liver," he said, "you have bile duct cancer and it metastasized. When it metastasizes, it moves outside of your body and starts spreading and attacking your organs." He said, "You got a 10 centimeter mass on your liver." And he said, "You got 3 other tumors throughout your body." He said, "Now your best course is you too far for radiation. You too far gone. It's too past that. You can't even get radiation." He said, "What we're doing, the course of treatment that we have for you right now is the best course of treatment, which is the chemo, the intensive chemo." He said, "Now if you get through this," he said, "if it shrinks to 6 centimeters," he said, "I'm gonna hit it with everything with the kitchen sink." I said, "But he said, but if it don't," he said, he said, he just he said, "But we're not gonna even think like they said. We gonna get it. It's gonna shrink, and we going after it." And I said, "Yeah." But he told me, he's like, "Yeah." And once I told him, who Rick was, and I just like I say, God had his hand on me for everything that happened.
And he had his hand
everything,
on him too.
Everything had to be right, champ. Like, right, T? Everything had to be right with this situation. I was going. That's what people didn't understand, right? Explain to champ what the situation was, how delicate with Dr. What's my baby name? Oncologist. Yeah, Dr. Class. Tell him what she was telling you about how everything had to be, how everything lined up and everything. Tell him about it. Give him a little bit more, because I just took all the stuff. You knew more. She talked to you more than she talked to me. But anyway, go ahead.
It is so interesting that you put me on the spot like that.
I knew he was gonna do that.
Well, you asked the questions.
But
You wind up being the question.
let's transition. Okay, so of course, Chef, you know that this was a very dire situation.
Right.
When you received the news, what were your thoughts about that? How did you handle Eric telling you, or you hearing it?
Well, it's got me really in shock right now. I didn't know it was that
He didn't
dire
know it was
straight.
that-
I didn't have a clue.
It was to that extreme. Like when we talk about it, not even tonight. He's like, "Eric, I didn't know it was like that."
I didn't know.
He's like, "Cause it wasn't like oh, he got cancer." Is it?
They didn't even tell me. They didn't even tell me you was cancer. They just told me you was in the hospital. When I found out about you, was already home.
Huh?
Yeah.
The day, the surgery day.
The surgery didn't tell me. I didn't know nothing about that.
Oh wow.
I
Damn.
didn't. I didn't.
Damn. Well, it was quick, but you
It
know,
was very, it was
it
very
was
quick.
quick, but it was quick enough for you to know
It was
something.
very quick.
Shoot, that's crazy.
I think the one thing that people have to, like viewers should also get is that you two have a very close relationship. There are some stories that you were telling me that Champ would say like he would he would trade positions with you when you guys were talking on the phone and things like that. Can you go more into detail?
Oh, but you was no. When you was Champ, Champ was probably drunk that night.
He was probably drunk that
Champ
night.
probably drunk. He said, yeah, but he did because he told me he's like, baby brother, I wish that was me laying up there, not you, man. He said, I take you in Ricky place, man. He said, I take both of y'all places, man. And,
Because I wouldn't expect that about him being younger than me. About him being younger than me, I think I should have been the one.
Yeah,
That's supposed to be sickly, but
that's what it is, though. Like I try to tell people, man, like people who you think, and that's when I understood, Champ, to be honest with you. Like, people used to always ask me, did I question God or why did I question God or
you can't
whatever.
question.
But at first I was like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be 100% with you, man. I was like, man, why the hell, what happened? I ain't never did shit. That's the first thing I said. I said, how I get this? How do I get this? And then I had to go back into
you had to come back. You had to come back and apologize.
You had to come back. Yeah, you had to go into what, then you have to touch your mom, have to touch you, and mom had to do this. And he was like, man, I had to show you, like, I had to show people, like, people would look at you and say, okay, you always helped, you played ball, you did this, that, and the other. And I had to get their attention. And this is the conversation me and God had with each other. He said, I had to get their attention. Because if I could touch you and put you down like this, what you think I could do
with
to
anybody else? That's right.
So that's what it was. And I don't know if it reached people, but I say that. And then that's when I understood that's what my assignment was. You know what I'm saying? Like, to even just show people, like, and the amount of time and the grace and the mercy that he had on me to get through it, bro. Like, just to even pull through it, because ain't no way in hell I'm even supposed to be sitting right here talking to you like this and just being from what was bestowed on me. I had cirrhosis of the liver. Then I had cirrhosis. She said my liver was so scarred up. She said my liver, and you can't even find no. They don't even talk about that no more to this day, right, T? They don't even talk about it. Like, they say ain't no, because even my endocrinologist asked me when I went to have my surgery, my EGD, when they stretched my esophagus, he was like, well, if you got cirrhosis and you had liver cancer, what they doing about the cirrhosis? I said, nothing. I don't know. He said, and then I asked Dr. Class about it. She's like,
so they had to attack both of them at the same time.
man, the cirrhosis gone, champ. She
Okay,
ain't even mention it no more. Did she, babe? She ain't even mention it. They ain't even mention it no more.
That's good.
So I don't know. That's God, bro. That's mom. That's dad. That's all them
people
watching
praying
out
for
me,
you,
bro.
bro.
Like, and that's why I was just like, man, you know what? Listen, man, I don't got no, like, people think I got ill will towards people. I don't got no ill will. I ain't in no shape to have no ill will towards nobody, bro. I'm blessed. And I just want to just promote. This is my whole reason from doing this thing. Like I tell everybody when I get on here, when I talk about this, it's just to help people, bro. And just like I had cousins like Nettie, all of them died, and Rick said that she just gave up, stuff like that. Not saying just gave up, but she fought hard.
She fought hard as she could, though.
Yeah, but it's tough, bro. But you gotta understand, man. If you get through that, bro, you could just push to the other side. Cause either I could have just said, "That's it. I'm already. I have full. It's it. 1%. Oh shit. That's 99%. I'm not gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? That's 99%.
But it's still a chance, though.
That's it. Give me 1%. I'm rocking. I don't care. You give me a 0.5%. I'm rocking till I can't rock no more.
That's right.
How can I look my kids in the face and say, you
gave
up,
up,
or can't look them in the face, or not gonna be able to look them in the face, or they not gonna be here, or if I'm not gonna be here, I put all that pressure on Elijah if it wasn't on me. But do I think he ready to take it? Yeah, he ready. He more than ready. But I'm not gonna put that on if I could help it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I say, man. I just want to be here and talk to people, man, and give them hope, give them inspiration, and let them know, man, it's light at the end of the tunnel. There's always a flip side to it. Everybody cancer is not a death sentence, like I said, always. And if you believe in God, and it's your mindset. My mindset, I wasn't going to die in my mind. In my mind, I clicked, I turned Janu. That's why I say it's Janu strong with me. If we going out, we going out all the way.
You're going out fighting.
So I'm kind of glad you wore your shirt too, brother. You know what I'm saying? You strong all over the building. You got your little T, you show that right there, show that like that, show that, paying the
That's a hell of a name, bro. That's a hell of a name.
You strong, man. You strong, bro. Daddy used to always say, bro, what he used to say, man, is strength in numbers. He said you can do anything together.
That's
Only
right.
you can ever do by yourself.
So.
And if we learn that, man, we knew it for a while. I think we just strayed from it. I think when we understand it, I think that's when we
I
gonna
don't,
the family
I don't
gonna
have
come
a
back.
clue. What made people made stray away like that, man?
Life, bro.
I'm
Like
still
people
just
say,
baffled,
like
man.
people say, life be life, bro. People say life be
Man.
life, and people, well, you know, it's a struggle. You know, if Dad was here, so it would be a little bit different. It'd be a lot different.
Yeah, it'd be a whole lot different.
Yeah, it'll be a whole lot. It'll be a
A whole lot
whole
different.
lot different, brother. It'll be, oh my God, it'll be different. But hey, man, he ain't too far away, bro. We still got the power to pull it together, man.
Oh yeah.
Just
Oh
people
yeah.
got to get off their own selfish agendas, bro. And then once they come together, man, and start living for family, it'll come back to how it was. And I think it's okay. It'll be all right.
I'm coming down here digging around anyway. I'm trying to figure out, I'm trying to see what's really going on myself. That's why I come down here.
Yeah, I know.
They were shocked they half of them don't even know I'm here.
I ain't saying nothing to nobody, bro. They by the time
Yeah.
they see this,
I'm just pop up on them.
by the time they see this, you'll be done hit all of them. By the time they see this, you done been poke your head in all their houses. So,
Yep.
but they're around though, bro. But like I said, man, listen, man.
I gotta know before we even transition from this podcast, from this episode.
Why?
Champ, what are some words of wisdom? What would, as an older brother, what would you like to tell your baby brother?
Oh, I would like telling you I love him. Stay strong. And I'll try to do the right thing. That's about it. And believe in God. And that's it. That's all I can say.
That sounds like words coming from my daddy, man.
That's all I can say.
That's all he used to
Sweet
say.
and simple.
That's all he used to say. That's it. He
It's
wasn't
sweet
no
and
long. He wasn't a man of many words.
No.
He wasn't married. You already know I got love for him, man. Champion, man. I love all my brothers, man. I love everybody, man. So it's all love on me, man. And until next time, man. We'll see y'all. New life.
New life.